More than 50 years after the Bangladesh Liberation War, newly unsealed U.S. documents are shedding fresh light on how close the Cold War came to reshaping South Asia even further. According to recent reporting by the Times of India, newly released Watergate-era files show that in 1971, President Richard Nixon privately conveyed to Chinese leaders that the United States would support China if it chose to intervene against India during the war with Pakistan. At the time, India was moving toward open military conflict with Pakistan, following Pakistan's brutal crackdown in what was then East Pakistan. The war would eventually lead to the creation of Bangladesh in December 1971. Historical records from the U.S. National Security Archive and the U.S. State Department's Office of the Historian show that Nixon and his national security advisor Henry Kissinger viewed the conflict almost entirely through a Cold War lens. Pakistan was a key U.S. ally, and, crucially, the secret diplomatic channel Washington was using to open relations with China. According to those archives, Nixon feared that an Indian victory would strengthen Soviet influence in South Asia. Privately, the administration hoped Beijing would pressure or deter India, even though China ultimately chose not to intervene militarily. Why does this matter today? Because it reveals how deeply Cold War strategy shaped South Asia's borders, and how the US once leaned on China to counter India's rise. Today, the alignments have flipped. India is now a strategic US partner, China is Washington's main rival, and the legacy of 1971 still shapes regional geopolitics.